Cows and conservation. These are two words that don't usually go together. But have you ever wondered if cows could actually help store carbon and increase wildlife populations?
In autumn, I went to Herefordshire to speak to James Hawkins and find out how he's using livestock to conserve a rare British habitat, the wildflower meadow.
Today you're on Warren Farm, which is part of the Brockhampton National Trust estate. We farm 550 acres here. We're quite a varied farm. We go from roughly 700 feet, so it's quite challenging, down to 50 feet down in the bottom. Surrounded by beautiful woodlands and, in my humble opinion, one of the most beautiful parts of Herefordshire.
Across James's 550 acres, cattle and Hebridean sheep are helping to transform improved grassland back to traditional wildflower meadows.
And that's been restored into a meadow, and that has been our reversion into a meadow. And then we've got down here, that has been turned into a meadow. The cattle have a very important role, not just here but worldwide, in maintaining a diverse sward. They're not quite selective eaters as the sheep. If you have your sheep, they're pretty selective. The cattle will wander, graze and have lots of different swards at different heights. Through the just actions of the cattle trampling across the grasslands, you've got some of the longer grass being pushed down into the soil. So hopefully you're improving your soil organic matter levels, increasing your carbon levels in your soil.
By grazing, the cattle create space for wildflowers to germinate. The amazing array of plants in traditional meadows can support more than 1,000 species of invertebrate. They also sequester far more carbon than you might think. Across the planet, 150% more carbon is found in soils below diverse grasslands like these than below temperate forests. But meadow plants don't just help the climate by storing carbon, they also have an impact on the cows.
Research at University of Reading has proved that if you use traditional grasses, a lot of them have a high level of tannins in the secondary fermentation of the stomach that lowers the methane output. A lot of the traditional plants that you might have in your meadow help with natural worming, reducing the methane and making the cattle a lot healthier, increasing the fatty acids, positive fatty acids in the meat content. So you have a healthier product, you're improving the environment and storing carbon, so fantastic.
Talking to James was really fascinating, and I learnt that the impact that cattle have on the environment depends entirely on how they are managed. So on James's farm, pasture-fed livestock are an integral part of the life cycle of wildflower meadows, of which 97% have been lost in the UK. And restoring these grassland habitats is really important because not only do they create a space that people can enjoy, but they have a huge positive impact on carbon storage, the health of the soil, natural flood prevention, and of course biodiversity. So in this meadow that I'm standing in, I'm literally surrounded by all kinds of insects. And because of all these benefits, meadows are eligible for farm payments, which we hope in the future will only increase.